Hey everyone, this is Andy, and today I'm going to talk about how to create content using online video editor called Clipchamp. So, without further ado, let's go to uh, Google Chrome. So, let me share my screen. Cool. Yep. So, when you type clipchamp.com, so this particular one just opens up, and you have to log in with your personal credential. And yeah, so once you've done logging with it, so you just get this part. So basically, when you see on your left hand, you see your media, where you can, whatever the imported media that you have, it gets saved or populated here. And the next one is called record and create. So where you can record your screen and camera, basically yourself, right? So if you can see this thumbnail here, so you see the screen and yourself here. So this is pretty cool for something that if you want to explain a concept, so you can use this option. And if at all you just want to show yourself, you can use this. Or if you want to just share your screen, right? So only this part. So you can record all of this. And there is something called text to speech. This is one of the really cool features that I found here in Clipchamp, where you can enter your narrative and that will get converted into speech. And basically, you can choose a male voice, a female voice with a different tone and all together, right? And the next one is content library, where you can see audio and visuals. So, for example, if at all you want to include a background, right? A background sound, right? So you can just go here under music and you can choose whatever you want based on the theme that you're building, right? So here we will be talking about the free to use part. So we will be using one of this audio. And the next one is templates, where you might have something on your mind, right? So what your content is all about and where you're going to post it. So if it is for Instagram, you can just click this part, click this option, and the entire ratio gets adjusted to it. And for YouTube, for social media ads, gaming, slideshows, whatnot, right? So, and you can also see some of the templates here, which is pretty cool, like wedding template, artist portfolios, Halloween, and whatnot. Yeah. And the next option is text. So the entire presentation is not going to be just the video and audio. It will be mixed with text as well. So if at all you want to include any of those texts that you want to show it to the customer or to the audience, so you just choose one of them and then it just populates. And the next one is transitions. So basically what are the effects that you want to apply from one media to another media. So for example, crossfade. You see that? So the media A and between media A and media B, there is a crossfade between it, right? So it didn't transition abruptly. So there is a crossfade over it. So that's how you're going to do it. And there is a brand kit, which is actually for paid customers. So we don't need to worry about that. Right? Okay. So for this exercise, I have downloaded certain videos, and this is a royalty-free one, so no need to worry about the copyrights. So I'm gonna go for these, open. Oh, okay, just give me a sec. Reload. There you go. So you have all the videos present. So what I'm gonna do I'm just gonna drag and drop the media here, over here. So basically this part is where you play with your media, and this is where you preview it, right? And you can also have some other features or the tools present here, and this will be applied on top of your media. For example, if you have a video that has background noise and you don't want that audio to be there, so you can just mute the audio from here. Or if you want to increase the volume of a particular media, you can do it. If you want to decrease it, you can do it. And there is also fade in and fade out. So this will also be a very good option for transition. And they also have filters. Basically, you know about filters, right? So any media and you apply any filters on top of it. So it also includes color grading, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. So it totally depends on the theme that you're building up. And the next one is effects. Wait, let me just put something over here. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is zoom on, zoom out, and zoom in. This part. And this one. Okay, so far we have added media worth of 1 minute, 18 seconds, and 33 milliseconds, right? So when you click on one of this, you can see the effects have been populated here. So it can either be flash, and if you click on it, so wait, you can increase or decrease the speed. When you do it, you see, yeah, it gets flashed. I mean, not in a bad way. And there is something called spin, and you can play around with it. Yeah, so when you see that. So based on however you want it, you can just go ahead and add your effects. And we have also filter. You see the color grading that happens over on top of the media. Yep. And we also have adjust colors. So if you really have a eye for colors, and you can actually tweak it a bit, I wouldn't do it. So, and there is something called speed. So how you want the media to be played, right? So do you want it to be really fast, or you want to do a slow-mo? So you can control it all over here. And here they have captions. So you can also, if at all your video has a lot of talking going on and you want to capture what you want to talk over a text, so you can just turn on auto caption mode, right? Okay, so let's get over here. All right, so we have added 4 different media here, all our video files, and today's video is based on the theme called nature. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a text. So if you see here, there is a pop-up that comes, right, add text. And if you see here, there is another pop-up called add audio. So I'm going to add text here. So let's include this part. So again, this is called seeker. Okay, this is called seeker. And wherever you're placing the seeker and insert any of those media, it gets inserted over there. So, but I want this particular guy to be here as a title. So I'm gonna place the seeker here, double click on it, and you see this particular text box opens up. So I'm gonna type beautiful earth. And if you want to increase the size, you can do it. Change the text color, you can do it. If you want to change the background color, you can do that, right? So again, if I say background color, it will change only within the text box. So for example, if you see here, there you go. But I don't want that, right? So let me clear the color. Okay, so, and I don't want this text to be on top of this media. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna just select all of this, just drag a bit here. So you should also understand how this works. So basically this is like a canvas and you have a lot of layers on top of it, and whatever the layer that is on top will be visible, right? If the top layer has some elements and it's transparent, the next layer would also be visible along with the transparent element, right? So this is how it works as well. So here I have added this part, and I have added this beautiful video clips, and I'm going to add another end title. So it could be anything. Yeah, you can choose anything you want. I'm gonna add the same thing, and keep the seeker on top of the text. Double click it, you see, and thanks for watching. That's it. Okay, so this is a very basic stuff, right? So now I'm going to include certain transitions. So let's go to this part, and I'm gonna do crossfade over the entire media. So I'm just gonna click this, right? So when I'm trying to bring this down, you will be able to see the plus icons between these media. So you can drop it over there. So like here, and I'm gonna do it over here as well. And since it's not, yeah, there you go. And here, yeah. And done. And if you want to increase the duration, you can do that. The duration of the crossfade. And or if you want to include any other transitions, you can click it over here. Okay, so let's see. And unfortunately, this particular media doesn't have background sound. So if I play this, yeah, you don't hear anything, right? So that's all right. What I'll do, I'm going to bring some music. Rising Star, Calm River. Oh, let me go for Calm River. Not bad, huh? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna keep it here, add it to timeline, and you see the entire thing got loaded up. And another thing is, I don't want the soundtrack to be over this part, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna click here and click the soundtrack, and there's an option called split. Click this one, it gets split into two. So I'm gonna click the second one, I'm gonna press delete. There you go. And Click on this part, go to this fade option. In the fade out, just give like 5 seconds. You can also give, sorry, not 5 seconds, like 0.5 seconds, right? So I'm gonna give 0.5 seconds for fade in and a little bit extra for fade out. And yeah, so now I'm gonna play this one. Okay, you get the point, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to include some voiceover. So either you can record yourself and then add your voiceover here, or you can use text to speech. So I've also downloaded something from on internet. So basically, this guy, he has written a poem about Earth. So I'm just going to copy the first 3 paragraphs and I'm going to put it here. Okay, so I'm going to save this one. So save to media, and you see it's getting prepared here. Oh, this is done. So I'm going
One
to
heavy day I read
add to timeline, and you see it's getting populated over here, right? So I'm going to add it somewhere here. And let's try to play this one.
One heavy day I ran away from the grim face of society.
There you go. So you see the background sound, which is in a much higher rate. The volume is in a very high rate, and the voiceover is very feeble. So let's fix this. So I'm going to click this background noise. Sorry, they're not the background noise, background sound, and click on audio. I'm going to use, okay, before that, let me do something. You see, from here, the voiceover starts. I'm going to split this into two so that I'll be having the full volume of background sound in the initial. And from here, where the voiceover starts, I'm going to suppress the background sound, right? So I'm going to split it. And even here, I'm going to split it. And here, I'm going to decrease the volume to around 15%. And I'm going to click on the voiceover. I'm going to increase it to 120. And let me add fade out to 0.5 seconds. Even here, right? Okay, I don't need this one. So from here, fade in 0.3 seconds. And let's see how it sounds.
One heavy day I ran away from the grim face of society and the dizzying clamor of the city and directed my weary step to the spacious alley. I pursued the beckoning course of the rivulet and the musical sounds of the birds until I reached a lonely spot where the flowing branches of the trees prevented the sun from touching the earth.
Okay, that's it. I know it's not really a good work, but it's a great work for demonstrating. So if we can work on the timings here, probably the best soundtracks or very good narrative and the voice, it would become a really good video. And there is one last thing, right? So now we got all the media in place and we chose the soundtrack, we got the transition, and we have done some effects on top of it. We have also chose the background music. And now you have to compile everything together. So there is something called rendering, and on top here, there is something called export, right? So click on export and continue anyway. Click on continue anyway, and it will ask you for, is it 480p, 720p, 1080p, right? So click on 1080p. And there you go. All right, so it gets downloaded in download folder. And thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions, please contact me, and hope to see a lot of videos coming up in the future. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you.